Mario Kart.
Mario Kart is awesome. It's a franchise that's been around for a long time and through its many iterations has managed to evolve and reinvent parts of the gameplay that keep players coming back. Nintendo strikes the perfect balance of skill and luck, which is what makes this such a fun party game. Getting its start as Super Mario Kart, it was initially developed to be a multiplayer counterpart to the then popular single-player racer, F-Zero. It wasn't until later in development that they thought, wait, we've got all these cool Mario characters that people love, why don't we just use them? And with that, a legend was born. Yeah, but where there are legends, there are also leeches that want to take the idea and shit all over it. Mario Kart Knockoffs, a truly remarkable subgenre of games that makes you think, wow, someone signed off on this? Yeah, it seems like every major company and their mother saw the success of Mario Kart and decided to dip their toes in the kart racing scene. This has led to there being an abundance of knockoff games of varying quality. The truth is, there's so many of these things, I don't even know if I can cover them in one video. I've come across titles that I didn't even know existed, and for some of them, I wish I could have kept it that way. With all that being said, I'm mostly going to be highlighting ones that I have personal experiences with, as well as ones that I just couldn't help but researching because they were just making me confused. Alright guys, buckle your seatbelts, time to go through Mario Kart hell. Yeah, I can already see y'all smashing the keyboard saying, bro, you're so stupid, this game is by Nintendo, it's not a ripoff. And you're right, it's by Nintendo, and while I wouldn't label it as a knockoff, I think it's a fun one to mention due to the similar formula. I didn't play this one a ton as a kid, but it's dope. Nintendo managed to make a similar game without making the same game, and I salute them for that. In comparison to the shit we're about to experience, this game is a diamond in the rough. Sony made a kart racer with their beloved Crash Bandicoot characters, and it's actually fun. Sure, it's a clone in a lot of aspects, but at least it has some substance. I mean, just look at this roster of characters.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Sonic R is a terrible game that I love. Yeah, this game is an absolute mess, but it is also a staple of my childhood. Sega has made other games over the years that feel more like Mario Kart than this, such as Sonic Drift and Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, but this game really stands out, just not for the best reasons. Now, even though I'm biased, I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, this game is very short on content. If you're really driven, you can experience all it has to offer in about an hour. The maps look unfinished and the characters handle like absolute garbage. But this is all forgiven when you hear the game's soundtrack. I had a lot of fun with this one as a kid, and after revisiting it, I can confidently say it was just nostalgia talking. Don't get me wrong, it's so cool to see all of these characters that I grew up with in a game together, but the actual experience of playing the game is just kinda bland. Unlike Sonic R's incredible soundtrack, this game's isn't really anything special, which really kinda sucks because I feel like they could have incorporated music from these shows and it would have really made it pop. Even if they just took an instrumental of the theme song and found a good way to loop it, look at the difference it would have made. Anyways, this game isn't bad, but it's not good either.
Somebody.
Oh yeah, now this game slaps. Sure, it doesn't look the best, but it's fun. And you know what? That's all I can really ask for at this point. For a Mario Kart knockoff, it's pretty damn good, and it's also a game based off of a movie. So the fact that it's actually enjoyable is pretty miraculous. There's a decent amount of characters to play, and the abilities are fun, and it feels on brand for Shrek. The maps are also really cool. It's neat to see some of the iconic locations from the movies transformed into racetracks, as well as new locations to flesh out the world of Shrek. I mean, this game makes me happier than I am while watching Shrek 3, so good job, Shrek Racing Team. Yeah, I actually owned this game. It honestly feels like a fever dream. Upon revisiting it, I can confirm that there is no amount of nostalgia that will save this game for me. This game looks terrible. You just look at it and wonder, why was this made? Some maps are too tight while others feel too wide open, and the background music feels non-existent, which makes the droning sound of the cart feel painful to listen to. Using the M&M characters for a game also just feels bizarre. I mean, sure, they might have some goofy commercials, but I don't feel any specific connection to them like I do with the characters in Mario Kart or even the Shrek and Nicktoons games. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think this game just made me allergic to M&Ms. So are Mario Kart knockoffs bad? Well, it really just depends. Some developers have managed to take this formula and make something of their own that's enjoyable, while others have made product placement. I think ultimately, even though Mario Kart did it first, it essentially laid the groundwork for a fun new racing game subgenre. So yeah, we can call these knockoffs all we want, but I think comparing some of these to Mario Kart is just giving them too much credit. Some of these games lack in so many departments and clearly feel like blatant cash grabs that I don't really think they deserve to share a stage with the others. There are games that are clearly inspired by Mario Kart that actually take it in a fun direction of their own, and I can appreciate that. So in conclusion, Sega needs to make Sonic R2.